This segment is sponsored by Dr. Sonny O. Now, there's a new treatment to help with droopy dog jowls, and Dr. Sonny O is the man to see. Here with more is the man himself, Dr. Sonny O. How are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Always a pleasure. Tell us about this, and it's the Instalift.
Yes. Not the Instant Pot, but the Instalift, which is a thread lifting technology, which is used to, as the name implies, lift some of the tissue, but it also has the added benefit of building some tissue. So it'll firm the skin and add some volume to your face.
Collagen of sorts?
Yes,
okay.
Collagen.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Why is this different, and why is this better, you think, than a full facelift a lot of times?
It's different than a full facelift, but they're kind of addressing different aspects. This thread lifting is geared more towards probably a little younger population where you're having some subtle signs of aging, where things are just drooping a little bit.
Everything's going to go south sooner or later, right?
For sure. So this treatment, it's non-surgical. There's no scarring, very little bruising, very little swelling, and very minimal recovery. So it's not a surgical procedure. An area that's really helped by it would be, like you said, maybe the jowls or the cheeks. It just provides some lift to that area. And that picture just demonstrates that. So in a way, it's more complementary to what a timeless lift would do. So this is just another option, because, you know, when I'm talking to patients, they come in and they have various concerns, and, you know, sometimes one thing works for them, and other times another treatment works for them. So this is just another option, but this is to help some sagging in the cheeks and in the mid-face area.
Who's a good candidate for this?
I would say people probably, you know, in their late 30s all the way into their 50s, 60s, and 70s. So if you have that particular area that's bothersome, where you feel like things have just fallen south, this is sometimes a nice little pick-me-up, or it can also be combined with other treatments to provide more of a comprehensive treatment. You know, we want to get you how much of an improvement you want, something subtle or maybe something more dramatic. So,
and we know that being out in the sun for years and years, the skin starts to age a lot faster, and it starts to droop a lot faster, and that's why I guess you're seeing some people in their 30s, 40s, and early 50s coming in for this as well, right?
yes, you know, the environmental effects of aging, undeniable, and especially here we have beautiful weather. So this combats some of that. You know, the lifting portion of it, which the threads provide, that kind of is combating gravity, but also the fact that it will build some volume by promoting collagen growth. You know, that's the tissue firming, the skin firming. So that, you know, that's combating what happens with age and time.
Yeah, this is rather superior, isn't it?
Excuse me. Yeah, it's a great option, because it is such an easy procedure to recover from. You know, there's not a prolonged recovery. It's not a major surgery. There aren't scars.
That was going to be my next question. How does this compare with a full facelift recovery, which can take weeks and weeks to recover from sometimes?
I don't think they're comparable. You know, we offer the timeless lift, which has a quick recovery, but this is even more of a easier recovery, if I can say that. You know, like I said, no scarring, very little bruising, very little swelling. And, you know, patients have very little discomfort. A lot of times they just need to take a very light oral analgesic like Tylenol. So the recovery is, I would say, rather minimal.
And I understand this procedure is about 45 minutes long?
Yeah, you know,
under
the timing of
that's
the key, is that it's done under local anesthesia. And, you know, depending on, you know, sometimes we address the higher portions of the face, the lower portions. Sometimes you can even reach down into the neck. So depending on which parts you're getting treated. So, you know, the procedure could last 45 minutes. It might last an hour and 15 minutes.
Sure,
depending
the timing, on what you want done.
I think the take home is that it is not an all-day procedure.
I see.
And it's simple enough to do under local anesthesia.
Is this done in your office, or you go to the hospital to do this?
You know, it can, I guess, conceivably be done at the hospital, but we do these in the office because we can do these under local anesthesia.
And I've been one of your patients, not for that, but you've helped me with some skin cancer that I've had before. All over my face and other areas of my body. And I tell you, when you make the appointment, you come in and meet your staff is extremely nice, very relaxing to the patients that are coming in, and very knowledgeable about what's going to be going on. Yeah, it's just a wonderful place right there off of Houston Northcutt.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Sonny O, always a pleasure, sir. We're out of time today. Make sure you give this gentleman a call. He's right off of Houston Northcutt. Does an exceptional job. I know a number of your patients. My daughter was one of them at one time as well, and she is doing wonderful. Thank you. We're back with more Low Country Live in just a moment. Stay with us.